Hi.
Hello, Sultana. How are you?
Uh, I'm good.
Why couldn't you upload your work?
For some reason I kept saying, please try again and please, and every time I kept like pressing it, it keep doing that. And
Maybe
I,
you,
s-
yeah,
and
maybe
I,
you're too late, I think.
no, I did it like way before, like at 6.
Hmm. Okay. Sultana, if you have already done, tell me quickly. Let's finish it together. Okay. I'll be revision for you. That we'll move on actually to what is it? To new paper. Okay. So you have already done. Now quickly how you solve these questions. Also, it really improves your speaking and explanation, comprehension skill. I think we stopped here, right? 46. So that's the last question, right?
Yeah, so
Remember? Just
40.
read it quickly and tell me how you did. Do not look at your solution, okay? It's
Felix has a bucket of golf balls. The table shows the number of golf balls of each color in the bucket. Felix, based on the information in the table, which statement is true? Uh,
Alex reflects a golf ball, right? At random. So it's about probability at random. Based on the information below, which statement is true? Okay. So now let's go one by one. Read the first one.
uh, a golf ball is more likely to be green than the other colors combined.
True or false?
False.
Why?
Because it's not like for the correct answer is like obviously like C,
No,
because
no, A. Why A is not correct?
it says more likely green than the other colors, and green is like 18, and the others are like like smaller. So
23, right?
yeah, 23. So that doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. It is false because we have more balls when combined, right? Comparing to green balls. Okay. And C, right? The golf ball is two times as likely to be orange as it is pink. To be pink. Pink, orange. Okay, good. Next, 46.
Jennifer painted a tabletop that is shaped like a circle. The circumference of the tabletop, the what's a tabletop, is 6 pi feet. The measurement in the closet is the area of the table in this width. So the circumference formula is like two pi r.
Mm-hmm.
So so then r equals 6. So then you just divide that with 6 and 2 pi.
First, first, Sultana, this 2 pi r is given, right? That's equal to 6 pi, right? Right? Because from this equation, we need to find r, right? Because it
Yeah.
says the circumference is given here. The circumference of the tabletop is 6 pi. And circumference formula is 2 pi r, right? Right?
Yeah.
Now, if you divide both sides by 2 pi, we will get r. So it is 6 pi divided by 2 pi, which is equal to 3. Did you find like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is the second step? What is the question here? Area, right?
Yeah.
What is the area formula?
A equals uh A equals pi r2.
Pi r squared, not 2,
Oh,
squared.
yes.
So that is equal to pi times 3 squared, right? Which is approximately equal to how much? 9 times 3.142, right? That's equal to
28.26.
28.28.
28.26.
Yeah,
G.
28. So this closes to this G. Good. If you solve like this, it's really good step by step, okay? Because here we have to solve this in two steps. Number one, find the radius. Number two, area. Okay, 47. Read the question.
Which table contains only values that satisfy the equation 0.5 plus 0.5x plus 14.
Okay.
Um so what you have to do is you have to like how do you say you have to like verify the like equation or something.
Yes. Because you see, it is 0, 5, 10, 15. So immediately you can make a table for yourself. Mm. Yes. Okay. About that, just go down, help. Okay. Go. Go, go, go. He's waiting for you. Okay. So here we have x, right, Sultana? Here we have y. So when x equals 0, right? 0.5 times x, 0, 0, 0, 0 plus 14, 14. If you make your table like this, also you can calculate, but make table, it teaches you more. The second one is 5. When it is 5, 0.5 times 5 is 2.5, right? And 2.5 plus 14, it is 16.5. So for sure, it is not A. When it is 5, 16.5, it is not B, right? And also D, when it is 5, 14.5, also it is not correct. So that's why it is C. And you can check others. When it is 10, 0.5 times 10, it is 5. 5 plus 14 is 19. This is true. It is true. It is true. And others also should be true.
Yeah.
Okay? Good. It's actually, what do you call this equation?
Uh
Linear equation, right?
yeah, linear
So what do
equation.
we call this 0.5?
50.
Slope.
What? Oh,
You remember this equation? You're going to use this equation a lot next year. So this mx plus b, it is a linear equation. So this m is called slope, or it is rate. And how about this 14? We call this y-intercept, or initial investment, activation fee, something. Okay? I'm gonna teach you later after August. 48.
the price of a television. The price of a television was reduced from 250 to 200. By what percentage was the price of television reduced? So
The,
basically, you do 250 minus 200, which is 50.
mm-hmm.
After that, you do 250 minus. So then you do
Divided,
like
right?
price. Yeah, you divide it basically.
By
So that's
250 because
yeah,
it's
it's just
reduced
that.
from this to this, right? And now to express this as a percentage, what should we do next?
Uh, so then
Multiply
after you times 100,
percent.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
this is how we
then
change this, right?
that's 0.
So there's 50 over 250 times 100%, which is equal to these guys are gone, right? And the 5 times 500 divided by 25, it is 20%.
Yeah,
Did you get the same answer?
yeah, 20%.
Good, very good. Okay. So next, 49.
Anna drew a map of the Panama Canal. In scale, Anna used for the map 4 centimeters represents 20 kilometers. The actual length of the Panama Canal is 82 kilometers. What is the length of centimeter? The Panama Canal or area. Um, Anna drew a map. So basically,
So 4 centimeters represents 20
yeah,
kilometers.
20 kilometers.
Always write like this. Okay, mathematically, it's under everybody understand the same way. Now, when it is 82 kilometers, right? It says what is the length in centimeters of the Panama Canal on NS map. So I don't know. It is X centimeters. First, you should write like this. I can understand. 4 centimeters represents 20 kilometers, X centimeters represents 82 kilometers. Then what do we do next?
Uh, you divide it.
Cross
Yeah,
multiply.
yeah, you cross
You
multiply.
cross multiply. So X times 20. It is 20X. And 4 times 82. What is next?
You times it by 1 centimeter.
No, no, divide both sides by 20, right? To find X, right? Because we have 20X. We have to find X, right? So 4 times 2. I can just write it like this. 4 times 82. Now I have 20 here. But 20, I can write it as 4 times 5. You see this 4 cancels each other. 80 divided by 5, it is 16. And 2 divided by 5, it is just 0.4. Okay, you should do this without using a calculator because simple number. That's why it should be 16.4. Did you get this answer?
Yeah.
Good, great. All right. But Sultana, if you solve this like this, it's really good step by step. Every step is clear. Okay. 15 is about inequality. Read the question.
Inequality. Jeff bought a bottle of water for $2. He also bought some hot dogs for $3 each. Jeff did not spend more than $14 on the hot dogs and water bottle. Which inequality find the age the hot dogs of Jeff bought?
Did not spend more than $14 on the hot dogs and the bottle of water. Which inequality can be used to find H, the number of hot dogs, right, that Jeff could have bought. What is the answer here?
So first, uh,
First, can you tell me for hot dog, how much did
the
she spend?
three, so 3H, and then
Three
the
H dollars,
cost,
right?
yeah.
For water,
So the cost of water was 2. So
$2. And in total, how much?
that's less than or equal
Total,
to
total amount. How much did he spend in total?
$5.
3H plus 2.
Oh, yeah, 3H plus 2.
Because
And so
because this
that's
3H we cannot add, right? How many hot dogs did he buy? We don't know. That's why I cannot add this. If I know, I could add, but I don't know how many, right?
yeah,
Then it says not more than $14, so it is less than or equal to 14, right?
yeah,
So this is your total expenses, right? So that is not more than 14, which is less than or equal to 14. So it must be G.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah, yeah.
All right. All right. Next. Now it's about dot diagram. It's also very easy. Read the question.
Uh, the number of the pets per household in Miss Anderson's class and Miss Murphy's class are shown in the dots below. Dot plus. Miss Anderson's class, Miss Louise's class. Well, here are the three statements about the number of pets per household of these
But,
two
but for,
classes.
before we continue, did you understand this dot graph?
Yeah,
That means that, for example, how many people do not have any pets? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, right? This one is 7 people. They don't have any pets. And how about this one? 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people have one pet. And this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people have two pets. And the 3 people have 3 pets. 4 people have 3 pets. And 5 people have four number of pets, right? Yeah. 3 people have 4 pets, and the 2 people have 5 pets, and nobody has 6 pets, nobody has 7 pets, and only one person have 8 pets. It means this, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now read it. Which here are three statements about the number of pets per household for this two. Well, okay, read it. The first one.
Range of number of pets per household uh, is
The
greater
range
than
of the number of pets per household for Mr. Murphy's class is greater than the range of the number of pets per household for Mr. Anderson's class. Now, what is the range of the first one? I mean, the Anderson's class, okay, and for Murphy. Let's find the range, then we can compare. How do you find the range?
uh by doing the least to greatest.
Maximum minus minimum, right?
Yeah.
Maximum minus minimum. So, what is maximum here in Anderson's class?
Uh,
It is 8, you know.
yeah.
The most actual pets who have most pets, one person, right? 8 pets minus, and what is the minimum value of this data? It is 0, right? Some people, they don't have any pets. Because here, look at this data, people, they can have either 0 pet, 1 pet, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pets, right? So what is the range of this data? It is 8. And how about the Murphy's class? What is the greatest value here? The greatest number of pets?
1.
6. Greatest. So this means that people have
Oh,
6 pets, right? How many household have 6 pets? 1. So it is 6 number of pets. And how many households have 0 pets? It is not how many households and how many pets minimum? It is 0. So that's why it is 6.
okay.
You are just asking the family. When you ask the family, the first 7 family, they say that we don't have any pets. 11 household, they said we have 1 pet. 6, 2 pets. So the maximum number of pets here, it is 8. Minimum number of pets is 0. So the difference is range. But here, maximum number it is 6, minimum number is 0. So the difference is range. So what does it mean, Sultan? It means that the number of pets it changed from 0 to 6. It means this. Okay. So now let's read the first statement again. Is it true or not? We'll answer the question.
Which
Read
one of
again,
these
Sultana. Mhm.
which one of these state which one of these three statements appear to be true?
Okay. Read the first statement.
The range of the number The range of the number of pets per household for Miss Murphy's class is greater than the range of the number per pets household in Miss Anderson's class.
Is it true?
Uh, wait, can I repeat that?
Read one more time.
No, that's not true.
It is not true because here Murphy's class, right? It is 6. But Anderson's class, it is 8. But Anderson's class is greater than Murphy's class, not Murphy's class, right? So that's why it is false. Okay, 2.
The distribution of the data is approximately symmetrical, both sets of data.
Are they
That's
symmetric?
mm, no.
No. To be symmetric, it must be something like this, right? Something like this. This is symmetric. But this one, if you draw this, it is something like this. Look, I just connect the tops. You see, it is like this. Is it symmetric?
Yeah.
No, it's not symmetric. You see, it's not like uh,
Oh,
symmetric means that from the center to the left to the right, it must be same, right? But how about this one? If I connect these points, you see, it is something like this. Is it symmetric? No. Symmetry means that it should be something like this, maybe like this, and also left-hand side is the same. So it is symmetric about this line. So that's why it's symmetric, it is false. Number 3,
This number of pets per household in Miss Anderson is equal to the mode. Yeah, this one's true.
what is the mode of Mr. Anderson's class?
Uh, it because a minus zero is a, so the class, so the
No,
state.
what is the mode? What is mode? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. I forgot. It was like greatest to least or something.
It is a number that appears most frequently in a set of data. So in this first set, what is actually the most people, most households have how many pets? It's one, right? You see, most people have one pet. In the second one, the tallest one, most people have one pet, right? So the mode of this set of data is one. So this one is one. It means that most households have only one pet. So mode means it's a number that appears in a set of data most frequently. That means most people have one pet, also in the second one pet. That's why it is true. So there's only 3 is true. Okay, Sultana?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Okay, mode, median, and the mean, right? Modes, median, mean, and the range. These 4 things you have to know well. Range is maximum value minus minimum value. Modes, a number that appears most frequently in a set of data. Median, a range of numbers from lowest to the biggest. A number right in the middle, it's the median. And you know how to find mean, right? Add the numbers and divide by the number of numbers. Okay, that's the question 52. Read it.
An advertising banner for 4 section and model below 2 sections are congruent trapezoids. 2 sections are congruent right triangles. Oh, I remember this one. So first you have to the congruent you have to like
What is the
calculate
question first? Can you read the question? We have
um
to find the area, right?
yeah, the area of the banner and the screen. So you have to do A equals uh
First, do you remember the area of a trapezoid, Sultana? If we have trapezoid, something like this, right? How do you find the area of a trapezoid? Let's say this side is A, this side is B, and the height is H. What is the area formula?
A equals pi r squared.
Trapezoid, Sultana, trapezoid. Why do you forget so fast?
Uh,
It's not a circle. Circle is pi. In a circle area, we have pi. In other polygons, we never use pi.
okay.
Trapezoids, it is the sum of the parallel sides divided by 2 multiplied by height. And why is it so? Because if you divide into 2 parts, you'll get 2 triangles. That's why.
Uh,
And that's why when you draw sometimes, and understand or learn the topic, you will not forget easily. If you just memorize a formula and memorize, you'll forget so quickly. Look, once again, I'll explain, okay? So that you can remember. So why is that formula true? What?
so it's H.
Just a second, Sultan. Look, trapezoids. Suppose we are given a trapezoid, okay? I'm going to show you why is that formula or does it work, okay? So let's say it is something like this. Okay, Sultana.
Yeah.
Suppose the top is A, the bottom is B. Okay, this height, okay, height of the trapezoid, let's say it is H. How can I find the area? Let me divide this into two parts, okay, through here. Through here, I will divide into two parts. So this part, let me label this by S1, surface area, and the second one also is triangle, it is S2. Now, if I want to find S1, okay, what is the triangle, right? So that is height. You see the height is the same thing. So it's also H. It is 1 over 2 times base times height. And how about the second part? Also is a triangle. 1 over 2 times B times height. And now if I add them together, I will get the total area. So that's equal to the first part and the second part. And the first part equals 1 over 2 times A times H. The second one is 1 over 2 times B times H. Now, if I just rearrange this, as you see, H, 1 over 2, 1 over 2 is a common factor, right? So I can take them out, 1 over 2. So inside the parentheses, I have A plus B, and also H is here. I just wrote this in alphabetical order. Or you can write H over 2 times A plus B. Or it's the same thing as, if you remember, we learned this in rational numbers, A plus B divided by 2 times H. They all actually the same thing. They're all the same thing. Does it make sense, Sultana?
Yeah.
Because usually, if you understand the area of a triangle well, all polygons, how do you get the area? By dividing them into triangles. So I have, let me just label this. They are congruent. If it is A, this should be A, right?
Yeah.
So if this one is B, also this should be B, right? So let's find the area of A. What is A?
Uh,
1 over 2, right?
yeah, 1/2.
Times base. And base, what is 1? 3 over 4. 1 times 4 plus 3, it is 7. 7 over 4. So that is 7 over 4 times, and 1 times 4 plus 1, it is 5 over 4, which is equal to 7 times 5, 35, and 2 times 4 times 4, it is 32.
Yeah.
Can you find B and tell me what is B, Sultana? Find B and tell me what is B. Recalculate, okay? Just don't look at your notebook and do it again.
Wait, so I count how much like things there?
B is trapezoid, right? Can you find the area of this one of the trapezoids? Because it's congruent, right? So if it is 1,
8?
also this should be 1, right?
8?
8?
Yeah.
Okay, let me check this. So the sum of the parallel sides, at the top we have 2, and this one is 1. It is 5 over 4 divided by 2. And we multiply this by height, so which is 1, which is equal to, so 1, I don't have to write 1. 4 times 2, 8. 8 plus 5, 13. 13 over 8. Did you say 8?
Yeah.
It's wrong. How did you get 8?
Uh,
Hmm?
was like the final answer?
No, 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 not final answer. I asked you to find B, not final answer. The trapezoid area. I'm showing you to do your work step by step. You're just writing, okay, so you have the practice. Step number 1, I found. And now step number 2. So I'm going to find the area of the triangle, okay? So let me just write this as capital S. I don't know, I can write anything. Or let me just write area. So that's equal to 2 times, we have 2 A's and 2 B's. That's why I can write it as 2 times A plus 2 times, 2 times A plus 2 times B, or 2 times A plus B. Now I will substitute here. What is capital A? 35 over 32. And what is B? 13 over 8. And now if I open parentheses, here we have 35 and 32 divided by 2, it is 16. But here, 2 also, it is 13. And 2 and 8 both are divisible by 2. So here we have 4. And now if I bring into a common denominator, that is 16, 35 plus multiply by 4, 4 times 13, it is 52, which is equal to 87 divided by 16. So it says best estimate, right? So best estimate is about, what is it? It is 5.5. So which one is best estimate? It is 6.
Yeah. 6?
Yeah.
I I I did it 8 because I thought we had to like do A equals 1/2 and then I divided it and I did 91 plus 32 over 16 and I got 123 over 16. So then I rounded it and then I got 8. And I didn't really understand this question though. That's why. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't really
Look,
get that.
Sultan, another way is, look, another way. I'll show you another way. Why is it true? Okay, well, a simpler way. So now look at this triangle. Okay, this is a big triangle, right? Let me just label this. It is P and Q and R, right? Right? So now
Yeah.
this one is a right angle. Okay, so its height is 2, right? And let me just calculate the top. Also, you can find this area like this, area of triangle PQR is 1 over 2 times base. It is PR times, let me label this by H, okay? H, that is QH or HQ. So now let's calculate this 1 over 2 times, what is PR, Sultana? This is also 1, 3 over 4. Can you see that? 1
Yeah.
plus 1, it is 2. 1.75, 1.75, it is 3.5. 3.5 plus is 5.5. So that is 11 over 2. And how about the height? You see the height, it is 2. Now if we calculate this, that's equal to 5.5.
Oh, okay.
And this one is, I think, much better. Yeah, this one is a bit long way. If you just take it as a triangle, it's much better. Okay, in just two different ways. Maybe one day, I think we should practice geometry questions, but now at least I wanted to get some idea, okay, about these things. Because usually you take geometry in ninth grade, right, Sultana? Sultana? Sultana, can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Did I freeze again?
What is it?
Did I freeze?
I think so, because I was speaking, but you didn't answer.
Oh,
Do you hear
uh,
me well now?
yeah.
Okay, let's continue. Question 53.
Roberto shows there are 6 mystery books, 5 science books, 4 history books, and 3 adventure books. Roberto will randomly choose one book to read. What is the probability that he will choose an adventure book?
Adventure book. It's very easy, right? How many adventure books are there here?
Uh,
Hmm?
Wait, can I read the question again?
Yeah,
Well, so we'll randomly choose. So this is a probability question?
yeah, because
Okay.
randomly choose, so it is probability, right?
Okay, so basically it's so you have to add all of them and that's 18 books.
Uh-huh.
And there's only three adventure books.
Yes.
So you just divide that, right?
Yeah, simplify
And then you
this.
get 1/6.
1/6.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay. The last question, Sultana, in this paper. With the question.
During a migration, a butterfly can travel 30 miles in 1 hour. Which which graph best represents why? The number of miles the butterfly could travel in X hours. Uh,
So
so
1 hour, 30 miles, right? 2 hours, 60 miles, right? Three
yeah.
hours, 90 miles. Is it? Now we can go one by one. F. Look at F. Is it true?
F?
Yes.
What's uh, that doesn't look true.
Why it's not true? Because it shows in 5 hours, 30 miles, right? So that's why it is false. It says that here, 30 miles in 1 hour. Okay, actually, this is rate, Sultana, because you're comparing two units. So rate usually we use M. So that is 30 miles per hour. So look at H on G. Is G correct?
No, it's not G. I mean, wait. G? Mm, yeah, I think it is
It
because
is correct, right? You see, in one, it is 30, right? 2 hours, 60. 3 hours, 90. 4 hours, 120. That's why it is correct. If you look at H, 30 hours, 5, right? So that is wrong. Here, 30 hours, 1 mile, also it is wrong.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
Okay, Sultana. Now, give me a second. Let me close this. Okay, we have done. You can solve like this, if you can solve questions like that, it will be great. But we should just a bit speed up. Okay. Okay, this question, we didn't solve a few questions. Also, I have to finish it. Okay. We stopped here, another paper. All right, Sultana, let's continue. 48, how many questions? 54 again. Okay. Let's finish these questions and finish the class, okay? Okay, we stopped here. 47. Read 47.
The temperature at 7 p.m. was 45 degrees Fahrenheit. From 7 p.m. to 11, the temperature decreased 5 degrees an hour. Which equation could be used to find T, the temperature at 11? So you do 11 minus, you do 11 minus 7, that's like 4 hours, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then, so it's decreased by 5. So you do 5 times 4, because it decreased by 5 degrees. So then you do 45 minus 20. And then, so it's A.
The temperature at 7 p.m. was 45 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m., the temperature decreased 5 degrees per hour. So that is a rate. You see, I can just write here. So this M, usually we use M. So that is 5 degrees per hour. Again, if you remember our equation, what is our equation? General equation, that's y equals mx plus b. But now it is 45 degrees, is decreasing. Decreasing means it is minus here. So it must be minus decreasing. So which one is it?
A.
A
Yeah.
at 11 p.m. 5, 4, yes. Because 4 hours, right? 4 times 5, 20. So that means at 11 it will be 25 degrees. Okay. 48.
Figure PSQR and PSQRS are shown. What statement describes PQSR was transferred to PQSR. So, uh,
Which
um,
statement describes how figure PQ as R was transformed to form the image P prime, Q prime, S prime, R prime? Which one is it?
uh,
Is it reflection?
yeah.
No. If it's a reflection across the x-axis, here we
No,
have
it's not
x-axis.
it's a reflection, but it's not the x-axis. It's the y-axis.
But we don't have reflect. No. If it is reflection, Sultana, look. Yeah, it's 1 to 1, the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's reflection across the y-axis. It is not translation. If it is translation, this Q, okay, this Q must be here, right? So this
Mhm.
P, it must be here if it is translation. It's not translation, it's reflection. That's why it is J. Good. All right. Let's continue. 49. Read it.
Andrew plays a basketball team. He scores 2/5 of the total number of and his teams were. His team scored 55 points in the first game and 35 in the second game. What was the number of Andrew scored in the two game? Uh, so 2/5.
In
That's
2 games, he scored 2/5 of the total number of points his team scored. His team scored 55 points in the first game and 35 points in the second game.
Yeah.
What is the question here? What was the number of points Andy scored in these two games? I'll give you 1 minute or 45 seconds. Can you do it first and tell me how you do this question?
Uh, So first, so it's 55 points, and then the first game is 35. So you do 55 plus 35,
Mm-hmm.
so that's
That's number
90.
one, right?
Yeah.
55.
And Andrew scored two fifth.
What is
So
it? What is
that
55 plus 35?
90.
Okay, 90. Now the second step. You see also in the paper should do like this. 90
After
to fifth, right?
after yeah.
To fifth of means time is 90. Is equal to what?
After that, so then um that's just 20.
2 times 90, 180, and divided by 5.
Yeah.
18 divided by 5, it is 3. 3 times 5, 15. 3 is 3, 30. Divided by 5, it is 6.
Yeah.
It is 36, right? Okay, come
Yeah.
on, Sultana. Let's finish this paper, okay? Then I want to start a new paper next time. Read question 50.
Yeah. So Marcella bought a 25-ounce bottle with 5.88 $5.80. We used 60% of the olive oil in 2 weeks, which was defined as the closest of the cost of oil she used.
Okay, of the olive oil in 2 weeks, which of the following is closest, right, to the cost of oil she used? So since it is 60%, right? Right? How to
Yeah.
calculate this? So we have to just simplify 60% of this amount, right? Whatever you bought, you actually use 60%, right, Sultana?
Yeah.
Now we can just calculate using the calculator or um cal 0.6 times 5.88. So that's equal to
Uh,
6%, right? So
yeah.
the 0.6 times 5.88. It is $3.528. Closes, right? That means that actually she has used this much amount of the oil. Okay,
Yeah.
let's continue.
Oh.
Okay, Sultan, come on. Four more questions and we'll finish it. Okay, one, two, three, four. Read the question.
The arrow on each spinner shown below will be spun one time. Which of the following diagrams show the possible outcomes when each arrow is spun once? So,
So this one is one, two, three, four, and this one is blue, green, right?
yeah.
So all possible outcomes. Is it A?
Mm, no.
No. Is it B?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Because you're spinning, right? And spinning two. So the result will be like one blue, one green, two blue, two green, three blue, three green, four blue, four green, right?
Yeah.
So that's why here is saying that B, one, two, one, three, one, four, one blue, one green. It's false.
Yeah. Okay.
And C, one blue, one green, two blue, two green, three blue, three green, four blue, four green. So
That's
this
correct.
one is true, right?
Yeah.
So this one is the possible outcomes. Okay. 52. Read the question. Come on, three more questions, Sultana.
A hat box in the shape of cylinder a mile below. The diameter of the
Cylinder.
cy- cylinder is 24 inches. The height is 8 inches. The volume is found by using the formula V, which expression is determined to be the area of the square inches.
Okay. So if you remember, the volume is equal to base area times height, right? From this equation, what is base area? Can you tell me?
Base area,
From this equation, look at the equation. V equals B times H. From this equation, if you solve for B, what is B?
pi, pi r square.
No, Sultana. I'm saying that look at this equation. Don't think about anything else. Using this equation, can you solve this equation for B? What is B?
Oh, pi 12 square.
Yeah, Sultan, I'm saying that forget about anything. Look at this equation. V is equal to B times H. Can you solve this equation for B? What is B from this equation?
I don't
V
know.
divided by H.
Yeah, so it's 24/2.
No, first you should listen to me. Okay, I'm asking you this. Solve this equation for B. So move H to the left-hand side. B is equal to V over H. Then we substitute, right? What is V?
22.
It is pi r squared, right? Pi r squared
Yeah.
times H and divided by H, height. Okay, so we have to find the area of the base of the head box and square. Okay, anyway, it's just pi r squared. So pi times r. What is r? Diameter, right? Diameter is equal to 24, which is equal to 2r. So radius is equal to 12. So it should be 12 squared, right? So it should be g. Okay,
Mm,
Sultana. Sultana, are you here?
yeah.
Okay, two more questions, Sultan, because I don't want to, every time just name one or two questions. Two questions left. Let's finish it, okay, together, and that's it. Read question 53.
Rita drove 20 miles in 24 minutes. How many miles did she drive in 6 minutes? Oh,
They
that's
gave,
easy.
yes, 20 miles.
So the average mile was 20 miles over 24 minutes. So you divide it. So then that's 5/6 miles, right? And
Uh-huh.
then you times that with time, and that's 5 miles.
Five. Very good. So that is five. That's it. Just cross multiply and solve it. The last question, read it.
Uh, Students in Miss Doyle's class use in both hand use both bottle hand sanitizer every week. Which expression can be used to find how many bottles of hand sanitizer the student will use in 12 weeks?
In
So
12 weeks, right? Which one is
yes.
it?
So so 3/4. So 12. So then you just do 12 times 3/4.
Yeah, that's it. Because 12 weeks, every week, 3/4, right? We multiply. Okay, Sultan, you should solve like this, I'm expecting you when I give homework. Okay. Sultana, that's it for today. You did really well. Okay. I should get much, much better. Then I will start Algebra 1 with you. Okay, in August. Let's
Yeah.
practice maybe three more papers. Maybe we'll start Algebra 1.
Okay.
Okay, have a good day. I'll see you on Monday. Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye.